All animals are smarter and more capable of love to both their own kind than humans give them credit for. They deserve all the respect we can give them. They're out there living with just the fur on their back. And we're so spoiled if we gotta have air conditioning and heating in the winter. It's tough out there with just the fur on your back. Just a privilege to have been his pal. So I was blessed in that sense.
Wilbur brought a lot of peace and happiness to the Wildlife Center. All the volunteers, all the employees, he just brought joy to everyone who saw him.
He was a happy cat from the very beginning.
He was a big, cuddly bobcat, unlike any other bobcat in the country, pretty much.
He was so small, I'd probably just gotten home from work and immediately took to him. You couldn't not like him. He was a happy cat from the very beginning.
Wilbur came in one morning from just a drive-in. A gentleman and his son brought him in from the Yaqui Nation. He had been a bulldozer driver up at La Encantada Mall, and they were just building the mall, and the den was destroyed, the sibling was killed, and they brought little Wilbur in injured and unconscious. The gentleman picked up his son, who drove with him all the way out to the center and handed little Wilbur up, about 3 weeks old and unconscious, and said, "Will you help our little Wilbur?" So he named him Little Wilbur. And I said, "Yes, we absolutely will." So little Wilbur grew up into Big Wilbur as an epileptic from the injury. And so he was on medications for all those years, just like an epileptic.
He was kind of like Clarence the cross-eyed lion. He could jump 7 feet, but he couldn't land worth a doggone.
We had a good friend who promoted us down at U of A athletics, and Wilbur got to go visit the U of A football team and became our mascot at that point. Everybody loved him.
He was always happy. I would sit down, we had a black vulture. After work, he would lay on my lap. The vulture would pick at Wilbur's tail, and we would discuss politics. And the whole day got better.
He got his picture taken with Nick Foles and just became famous overnight through ESPN.
He was a happy cat from the very beginning. Taking him on walks 2-3 times a day when he was young. There's a face.
Wilbur passed of old age. He had been battling cancer. Didn't seem to affect his happiness or be in pain. And he went down real quick, so he didn't suffer. But it was old age and cancer.
One time, Lisa and I were having hamburgers for dinner, and he was having tenderloin of elk and pheasant. And I looked at the elk, I can't take food off my kid's plate. So he was a member of the family, but certainly not like your average pet, because no wild animal makes a really good pet. They can be very dangerous, but he was a happy soul. If I could, I would tell Will. He touched so many lives, especially mine. He'll be missed.
you.